So what about Pisces?
Pisces, the energy, the last sign, usually about cleansing, clearing things out. That's taken to a new level. Saturn moves to the 8th house in Libra, which is ultimately really kind of facing the shadow, I think, to other people. So Pisces often can lose themselves through healing others, losing their identity to other people, which is a gift. Pisces have that gift, but I think now it's understanding that really if they can face their own fears, their own wounds, things that need healing through the relationships. So Pisces will have to go into some darker territory. You know, the 8th house is not always an easy cycle to move through. There has to be a purging, there has to be a cleansing, and there ultimately has to be a transformation. So Pisces get a chance to transform. Why are they needing to be in a relationship, or why are they needing to heal somebody else's pain? And why do they feel like they have to be doing that? And, I mean, ultimately Pisces heal themselves by healing other people anyway. But in this cycle, Pisces will find they will become so much stronger. It's a little bit like Scorpios. There's a lot of purging going on. And I think that Pisces will end up destroying one way of life and really coming into their own, into a whole new phase of existence. Relationships that are strong, relationships will go through a transition. They will go through the fire. They'll be purged. You know, they will be the phoenix energy.
Boundaries is what I'm really hearing, is that there's an opportunity to really create boundaries.
Yes, I think that's important. Pisces can lose themselves so much that if they lose themselves too much, they'll lose themselves to the degree where there's no use in the relationship. The relationship won't evolve to a new level. So it is about death and destruction on some level, symbolically, which is an old way of interacting with people has to end. And you've nailed it, exactly that. It has to be a boundary in place, which is you can move forward together and both go through a death transition. Or if you lose yourself in somebody else's pain or where somebody else is at, the best thing you can do is to maintain yourself, and that's the gift that you have. Every sign is here to maintain themselves now, ultimately, so they can help everybody else out, and that's where that synergy is in play. So Pisces, ultimately, shed the things they don't need, stop dragging the shadows with you, and also from past relationships, the past people you've been with. You've taken a lot of baggage from other people emotionally, and now it's time to let go of that and know that it served a purpose. It helped you, show you how strong you are, and it's a natural instinct for you. You played a role in every union that you had. Nothing was right or wrong, whether there was a breakup or anything like that. It's all perfect the way it was, and now it's about understanding that your emotional strength is the tool you can have now to help other people feel at ease with themselves, but also just by being at ease with yourself as well. So every sign has a way of using these gifts now, and I'm excited about that.
Yes. Well, with Pisces, it's what I'm hearing is an opportunity to move from being the servant to really genuinely being of service. And,
yes, I think it's not that doormat energy anymore. I actually have a tool. I'm strong emotionally, and I can help you with that. I don't mind going through the darker areas with you because I understand. I understand that feeling's feeling. It's not necessarily real, but it feels tangible. So I think the way to beauty for Pisces ultimately is to not shy from some of the darker feelings, especially, you know, in the spiritual realms. We think that we can't be angry and these feelings are not right. And I think it's allowing ourselves to be very authentic emotionally, and that will help out. So we will find that our relationships in reflection will reflect as Pisces the changing relationship with themselves as the fish. And Pisces often don't know where they're at, so they'll get a chance to work on themselves and find that through the relationships too. So again, the synergy will come in. Relationships will come around to help the Pisces do that themselves, work on themselves and clean things out, and the Pisces can help the person in return. So a lot of recycling going on. Pisces are the recyclers right now when Saturn starts moving through Libra. Recycle out the garbage, keep the things that work, keep the connections and the people and the relationships that work, and you may have to ditch some of them. Maybe some of them don't work anymore. It's time to move on. So it is a parting of the ways, and the things that are strong can get stronger. Things that don't work, you have to decide whether it's time to kind of move on and offload something so you can experience something new.
Yeah,
I think that's ultimately the message for all of us too, you know.
Yes, Pisces sounds like it has the most potential for really creating a different way of life for themselves.
Yeah, after this cycle, Pisces won't be as recognized as they were at the beginning. They'll be very different people. And they're the chameleons of the zodiac. They can handle that again. It seems that wherever Saturn is, all the signs have a way of embracing and handling the energy. And that's the exciting part of it. I love about the Saturn and Libra cycle. Yes, it might come with a lot of teething problems, as always, and Saturn transitions. Society will go through that kind of, I don't know what's going on with the relationship. Do I want to be with this person? There's a lot of chaoticness that always kind of kicks up when Saturn transitions into a sign. But we need that right now. Everything is clockwork. Everything is perfect. Everything is in order. And astrologically, we get a chance to see that. So everyone on the earth can really enjoy this Libra energy, which is bring beauty back. Bring peace back. Be at peace within yourself. That's going to attract peace to you. You'll be a messenger of peace to everybody else around you. And the way to bring the peace back and be at peace with yourself is be in love again. Be in love with yourself. Be in love with the people around you. Love where you live. Love the plants outside. You know, bring that Libra energy back, and that's going to help ease Saturn heaviness. So we will embody beauty by just letting ourselves know that we are beauty. We're beauty incarnate on the planet.
Containers, for beauty, channeling beauty.
Right? We're going to have a big love fest, KG. That's what it is, right?
And Jupiter does move over into Pisces, and so it should be a good year for Pisces.
Yeah, I think that's going to ultimately, and again, that can help us all to, bring in more of that level of compassion and bringing in more of the emotion back, which is, we've been kind of a little bit kind of stuck with the Saturn and Virgo. It's been very earthy. It's been heavy. We've seen the flaws. We've had to tighten our belts. There's been worries about the economy, and we've had to go without this and go without that. But now we can enjoy emotion again. That emotion is abundance. We always have access to emotional energy on the planet. And that's our gift. That's such an amazing gift that we don't need money to be able to sing outside in the street or in the shower or, have fun and laugh with people. We don't need to spend money for that. So it's bringing back abundance internally, and we will find that in this next period we can have a lavish life again. We can really enjoy the fact that we have access to all of this through our emotions. It's not through our bank account and what we do or do not have. It's already there. So I'm really looking forward to this period. I think it'll be fun to watch what happens, on the TV screens and see some of the heavier sides of Saturn as a reminder that we're maybe a little bit off track, and we can pull back again and keep coming to that place of beauty and that place of love. And maybe even turning off the news sometimes, or turning off things that seem heavier, and coming back to lighting a candle, listening to music, and creating beauty and peace where we are on the planet, in our home, in our relationship. And if it starts there, it will start multiplying. Yes. And the vibration of the planet will shift so fast if we can all access that Libra energy. And this is the time to do it. The energy of Saturn can help us commit to being loving. Not talking about it anymore, not hoping other people can be loving and compassionate and being fair and wanting a peace contract, but for us to be that way. And that's what we can do for the gift of the planet. We can help everybody else by doing that ourselves. So it might sound idealistic, but hey, it's something to shoot for now, right?
I think that is the real potential, and I think at first we're going to be still resolving, because Saturn kind of puts its little toe into Libra, and then it backs off to kind of resolve and integrate the final things that need to be integrated.
I love that image, just a little kind of little foot in the water kind of, I'm just testing it out, I'm not quite sure if I'm ready yet, and I'll dive in, and what's a better way to dive in than just
then in July, when it will move over and really get down to doing the work it has to do as it moves.
And that's all Saturn boils down to. You're right. That's a great kind of to wrap all that cycle up. Is it's work. It's still, you still have to put the work in. Saturn is work. You can't sit and just hope.
You have to show up.
You have to. It's nice to be able to say, I want this beautiful relationship. I'm going to sit there and dream of the ideal lover, and everything's going to work out in my life. You still have to put the work in, which is you really, to attract the things back to you that you want, you still have to become it. And that's that whole thing about become the thing that you really want, ultimately. If you want that perfect person around, or the person that the attributes that you want, be that way yourself, is that you can't expect other people to be coming up and beautifying your neighborhood. Make your neighborhood beautiful. Plant flowers. Make things nice in your life. And you'll find that more and more and more will come to you. And you can be one of the people around that has so much great stuff going on when other people are having a difficult time, because you're bringing in that energy for yourself. So it's an ultimate act of, you could say it could be seen as selfish, and that's fine. If you beautify your life and make it more peaceful, you will experience more of the same. But ultimately, it's helping everybody else out. Other people will be able to enjoy that too. So I guess for the people out there that are a bit, skeptical about the worry of Saturn moving through Libra, is you'll get so much back by getting in the game and doing things for others. So it's ultimately a great gift to yourself. So how about that? It's a win-win situation, right?
I think it has a lot of potential, like you're saying, that commitment, willing to commit, because it's really the decision. Once you commit and you begin taking action, then there are these amazing forces that begin to operate on your behalf, and making the work go easier with bringing things in that you've committed to.